What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to Puffcast My Moment. Oh, it's been a long day. It's Saturday night, November 4th. Holy crap, we're into November. It's less than a couple months away till Christmas. Holy crap, we're getting there. So we're going live tonight just cause. I've kind of enjoyed going live lately. It's kind of neat. Sometimes I just like, recording an episode, then I'll either choose to edit it or just choose to upload it. Other times I just go live. It just kind of depends on my mood, honestly. So tonight it's a live night. It's currently 10:21 Pacific time. I'm down in beautiful British Columbia, enjoying this really cold weather. Well, it's not that cold yet, but it's starting. Winter's here. So, as you can tell by the description of this podcast, of this episode, I have been struggling on. Or is this a show? Is this what is this anymore? I don't know. It is what it is. But tonight makes, I guess you could say, episode 99. Which is kind of cool. So, in honor of my 100th episode, that is vastly quickly approaching, I decided Thursday, November 9th at 10 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to go live. And that's going to be the 100th episode. And I'm going to have a special giveaway for a very loyal listener. As it turns out, I do have a few. So, to show my gratitude, I'm gonna just have this little giveaway. You guys don't have to do anything. I know who listens. If you want to prove and show that you do listen, hit me up at thepuffcast@gmail.com. Just let me know what you think of the show, how long you've been listening for, and I will definitely consider you into the mix of entries or listeners. And of course, there's some of you who just like to listen to a bit and you follow more of my tweets, because my tweets are kind of weird and bizarre, kind of like this, except with less vocalness. So yeah, I'm gonna be giving away a brand spanking new Yokan Evolve Plus vape pen. It's a pen I use for my concentrates. It's a beautiful pen. I love it. It's got the silicone container underneath. It's just, all it needs is a pick and you're ready to go. And of course, some concentrate. But I've decided I'm going to give away one of those to a very loyal listener. Because you know what? I think it's time. I've been podcasting. I've been doing this, whatever this is, for a while now. And I'm surprised that I'm not really surprised. I'm intrigued that it's still going strong. I'm pleasantly surprised that it's still going strong-ish. Looking at the statistics, right? Looking at the statistics, I'm looking at them right now. Some days, of course, there's not a whole lot. Just depends when I have activity, when I post it, what time, all that stuff, because there's so much content being posted all the time, whether it's a podcast, a blog, a web page, a video, whatever it may be, whatever kind of content it may be, you're always in competition mode to get it out before somebody else and get it viewed, listened to, addressed before it gets buried, because there's just so much stuff going out. So it's hard to really pick the right moment. But looking at it right now, it says 99 listenable episodes. Whew, crazy shit, guys. That is crazy. I think we're almost at 100. We could have been at 100 already if I had been more consistent with podcasting the past few months, but depression kind of gets in the way. And of course, since I changed the podcast from just the Puffcast to Puffcast My Moment, Life with Depression, you know what? It really does give me that flexibility to, if I'm feeling down, I can voice that. Whereas before, I was doing both, and I didn't know which way to go. I didn't know what you guys wanted to hear. I felt like sometimes I shouldn't be talking about my depression. Other times, maybe some people just want to hear me get really high, which is cool. But, like everybody has different opinions and tastes and preference. And I was just trying to meet everybody's needs, which you're never going to be able to do, right? So that's why, I went this route. And there was a point, and I'm not even high yet. I haven't smoked at all. I had a dab 6 hours ago. 6 hours ago. That dab is long gone, ladies and gentlemen. Long gone. But I do have dry mouth. Just because I do. So yeah, the Puffcast is evolving. I guess just kind of like I am. Because I'm evolving. I'm learning to deal with my depression and my anxiety and my ADHD. It's not as bad anymore. I think my ADHD is kind of slowed down. Can it slow down? I don't know. But everything else it does get in the way sometimes. It's been a good few days. However, it's going to be just a crazy, stupid week coming up for work starting tomorrow. I don't know. I don't feel major pressure on me. I do feel some pressure on me though. Right? It's building. It's building. I don't know what to do. But you know what? We're gonna get through it one day at a time. Whatever I gotta do, whatever it takes, I will get there. And whatever that might look like, it's gonna be what it's gonna be, guys. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Right? We'll get there one way or another. So I do have a little bit of juice on my Solo Air Riser. I want to change it up a little bit tonight. I was going to use my my Evode and load up a bowl of some herb. However, the Evode does have a bit of because it's pure smoke. Let's face it, it's pure smoke in a pen. So I got to use the Smoke Buddy to blow it into, but the Smoke Buddy is not working as well as it should. And unfortunately, a bit of a smell does travel. And then the wife she mentions it. She mentioned it the last time I used it. So I am firing up the Solo Air Riser. It doesn't have a whole lot of juice on it. I should have charged it, but it's got some juice, and we'll see. I don't know what's in here. I think this is Himalayan Gold that was from my grinder. Pretty sure that's what I was smoking last night. So yeah, we're gonna fire this up to a 3. It's only got 2 bars of juice. I'll put it up to a level 3, so I'm gonna lose juice pretty fast. But just might get into some tabs a little bit later. But right now, I want to try some herbage, some herbidite, and see where the night takes me. Because it is Saturday night. It's a good night. It's just a great night. I think around 2 a.m. tomorrow morning is daylight savings time. Fall back, right? So that's cool. I remember the day where everybody had to remember to change all their clocks. Now, of course, just about everything's digital and automatic. Computers, cell phones, cable boxes, all that shit automatically adjusts and changes for you. It's just those old analog clocks that we still have kicking around. We have one in our hallway. I don't think we really use it as a clock. It's more of an art piece that it was something my wife's father had made for her years and years and years ago. So we keep it up. We don't typically keep a battery in it because it's just so annoying when it's quiet. You hear that tick, 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 tick. I can't sleep. So we take the battery out of it. I think that's the only one we have. And of course your microwave and your stove, which aren't intelligent enough because they're just basic units. So that's all I gotta change. I don't know about you, but that's fine. But it's gonna be interesting, of course, getting back into the winter season where it's dark so freaking early. You get up, it's dark. You get home, it's dark. You finish work, it's dark. School, it's dark. It's just dark and miserable and cold and not so much fun, and you never see the sun. I forgot how tasty this Himalayan Gold is in the Solo Air Riser. It's been a long, long time. However, my glass piece on here is really freaking dirty. It's nasty. So I really got to do a clean out of that one of these days very soon. Maybe tomorrow night or later tonight after I'm done the show here. Pretty good, pretty good. So I hope everybody else is having just a great day, great weekend, great moment. I'm puffcasting my moment. Hopefully you're joining my session. Joining me for a puff. It's not officially puff time yet. We will get to that, guys. if you're waiting for it, just bear with it. It'll come. But I've got my Himalayan Gold. If you got something great, smoke it. If not, you know what? Just listen. Enjoy the music in the background. Hopefully you can hear it okay. Finding that perfect balance from background music to foreground music is challenging, because I like background music that doesn't drown me out. And sometimes I don't get the settings just right, and the background music does drown me out. So I do apologize for those days. Hopefully this episode, this podcast, doesn't go that route. Oh, just looking over here at my my dashboard of my studio, and it was like, oh, unlimited live broadcasting. I'm like, no, I don't have that. Wait, it's trying to get me to upgrade again. No, I'm good. I'm currently on the Anchorman plan with Spreaker, and really, that's all I need, because I'm already paying more than enough, more than I want to. If my wife knew what I was paying, she'd probably be a little annoyed. But, and it's funny, because I started off on the on-air, or the free account. You get like 15 minutes. And then I used a coupon code, went to the on-air talent. And then I had an offer to upgrade to a broadcaster plan, so I took it. And then I kept getting offers to upgrade to an Anchorman plan. And eventually, I took it, only because I wanted the full analytics. However, this is the shit that just pisses me off. The analytics from the broadcaster account, which is what I was on, to the Anchorman account, which is where I'm at now, is like one simple fucking little setting. That's it. There's not a whole lot of difference. It's But apparently I get extra visibility. So you know what? I'll take it. But it just, if you think for the price, yes, you get more storage, more broadcast time, not much else. Apparently more visibility. But what I really like is just more features. I'd like more something, more bang for my buck. You know what I mean? More bang for my buck. All right, let's take a rip here, guys. Pretty good. However, every time I take a rip off this, I keep looking at my glass piece and just looking at how nasty it is. Yeah. It sucks. It's funny, every time I look at anybody's videos on YouTube or on Twitter, anything, especially weed related, which is most of what I look at, and all these guys have really dirty pieces, and I'm like, oh man, clean your piece. And I look at my piece, and I shouldn't talk. However, mine's not as bad as some. I have had some that are really bad. It's hard. Because if you want a good smoke, good sesh, you gotta keep your stuff clean. But when you smoke a lot, you gotta clean that much more. And let's face it, it's kind of a pain in the ass to clean all the time. Especially when you got these little glass pieces, you got your down stems and all this crap. And it's not like it's a quick clean. It takes time. It takes perseverance to get a good clean going on your stuff, so that you can leave it in pristine, optimal condition. I don't always find that. Sometimes I find it's just quick clean will do. A quick clean will do. I think I'm tasting a little bit of the debris in the pipe, which is kind of different. Of course, this cold is still kind of lingering. It will not let me go. But one day, one ring to rule them all. Let's hit this, guys. Let's take another rip. It's not too bad. That one had a little bit less of that zingy taste at the end, which is good because nobody likes that zingy taste. So, of course, if anybody's listening right now, you know what? If you're listening to me live, if you're listening to me later, it's not going to work. If you're listening to me live, listening to the moment, to the Puffcast moment, you can join the chat. It's easy. Go to the website, click on the link, go to the website, and just find this episode, which is what you're listening to right now. And you'll see a chat right there. You can sign in with Twitter, Google, Facebook, all different ways, or create an account. Maybe you're a podcaster, maybe not. Either way, join the chat, say a few words, say, hey man, your show sucks. That's cool. That's cool. I haven't had any crazy negative criticism or feedback or any really hatred about the Puffcast. I haven't seen anything super negative, which is good because I would probably just be like, fuck you, man. My mom says it's cool. Leave me alone. I'm joking. She hasn't heard it yet. This battery's like draining fast, but you know what? We're gonna drain it right down before we charge it up anyways, because it's best. I really wouldn't mind getting a volcano, honestly. Setting up with a volcano down here and just getting a nice your little sucky puff hose thing. What do you call it? What do you call that? Your the hose that comes off your volcano so you can take your hit. I don't know. What do you call that? Your puff rod? I don't know. Maybe you do. But I would love to get a volcano one day, honestly, and just have it set up down here. So when I'm puffcasting, I can just, grab it and boom. I don't mind vaping dry herb, but it is a little bit different. Some people just solely prefer it. Some people only prefer bongs. I know several people who love the bong. I'm not a huge fan. I used to love the dry herb pen, especially my Evode. However, the last group that I got, it's just not working as great. I think this version of them is not as great. The heat is just a little bit off, the temperature. So, right, I'm really getting into the dabs. However, the more I dab, then I find the less weed does, right? Like the actual herb itself. Because dab it's pretty strong, right? If you've never done a dab, well, check it out because there's something else. There's something else. Because dab it's cool. It's cool. All right, so it looks like I do have a bit of a dab still on the wall here of my pen, and I gotta really clean this shit off. So I'm gonna add you know what? I'm gonna try to finish this guy off. I've been noticing this coil in my Yokan Evolve Plus. Every time it gets gunked up, which is pretty much every day, it kind of shuts down. It really does. They're not the greatest of coils. Turn on, damn you! So, you know what? I really curious what's going on in the world today, because I don't follow the news at all, guys. I really don't. Today's world events. Let's check it out. What's new in the world? Because I never check out anything. Because just the world is fucked, man. Everything. I don't know. I don't like it. If you follow the news, I'm sure you know. Alright, world news. November 5th. Okay, apparently this is the outside of the world. Ooh, that's not so good. Typhoon kills 27, leaves 22 missing along Vietnam coast. Ugh, Jesus. My heart goes out to those who have lost family members and to those who are still looking for others. Trump calls Japan crucial ally as he kicks off Asia trip. I think he should just jump off that Asia trip into the water and get eaten by a shark. Senior Saudi royal ousted. Princes reportedly arrested. Oh, okay. There's nothing like really popping out as crazy, except for, unfortunately, the typhoon. Which is surprising that there's not a whole lot of stuff, because it seems like every time I look at the news, there's some crazy shit going on in the world. It's just, I don't know. Is today like the slow day for the news, which is okay. You know, there doesn't need to be a whole lot of death the world doesn't need to be turning upside down every 4 seconds. We can just take a coffee break, right? Preferably no death, no shit going on. Just take a moment, world, and just relax. U.S. warns of threat to diplomatic staff in Somali capital. See, there's something going on. All right, that's my news. That's my moment to check out the news, and that's all I'm looking at, because anything more than that is just going to get depressing. If you follow all that stuff, you know what? I don't know how you do it. I know some people they follow everything, and of course they live off that negativity. I don't know how you do it. All right, well, that was a very quick bowl in that Solarizer. So I do have that partial dab in my yolk can. I'm just going to finish off here after I take a drink, because I've got a little bit of a dry mouth. So, just because, you know you want to. It is puff time, guys. So, hopefully you'll join my sesh officially now. Hopefully you got something loaded up. Maybe you got a pen, maybe you got a dab, backwood, blunt. Maybe you got this massive 2-foot bong, or this little 8-inch bong. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Maybe you got a pipe Gandalf. Maybe you got a Sherlock Holmes pipe. Whatever. Maybe you're hot on everything. It does not matter. If you're going to consume, hopefully you'll take a rip with me. Enjoy my sesh, because, ladies and gentlemen, it is puff time. And of course, as always, if you don't puff at all and you just listen, that's cool too. But let's hit this, guys. Cheers. There we go. All right. Now. Oh, that one had some bark to it. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of dab left in there, but I did want to I was going to say burn it off. Not really burning it. Get that used up there. Just so I can jump over to my NYX mod here. I'm going to load up some Granddaddy Purple, because as much as I love sorry, 1 second. As much as I love the Ghost Train Haze Sativa, and I really do, the 2 grams that I ordered through Bean's order there, from our friends over at budzone.ca, I'll burn through that pretty quick. So it's almost time to put that back and put it away, because I don't want to burn it all up. I don't. What do we got? Granddaddy Purple Shatter. Yes, we're there. We're here. You know what? Let's take a look, actually. Let's open up the C-Vault fully and see what's all in here, because it's been a while since I really looked at what I got in my C-Vault. What do I have to smoke here? What do I got? I've got a little bit of BC Chemo. That stuff was really good, by the way. If you've never tried it, please check it out. Yeah, it's supposed to be really good for appetite. I didn't find I got super hungry, which was good. But it's just very overall positive experience. The high from that was just very melodic. Felt good. I got some Himalayan Gold, of course. What else we got? Holy shit. Got close to 4 grams of Granddaddy Purple Shatter. I've still got probably 0.7 grams of some Afghan Hash, which is super fire. Black Tuna. Ooh. Some Moby Dick. I haven't tried this one yet. I still have a good amount of the Alaskan Thunder. Fuck. That stuff was good. For some reason, I still have the little baggie for Bubba Kush, even though I don't have any. And the baggie for Purple Kush, even though I don't have any. The baggie for my OG Kush, which there's still a little tiny little bit in there. And then seeds. Oh my god, seeds after seeds after seeds. Hemp seeds. Fedora CBD. Every time I'm guessing they do this with everybody. I don't know. Maybe they don't. I think they do, though. Every time I've ordered from BudZone, they send me seeds, which is cool. One day I'll hope to plant some. So that's what I got going on there. And then, of course, I still have probably 1.6 grams of the Ghost Train Haze, which is very good, very good. Boom, throw that in the garbage. 1 second as I move over to here, put that in there, clip it, lock it, load it, we're good. Okay. Okay, so we're officially ready to, load up a dab of the Granddaddy Purple here. Curious, what's your favorite strain? Of course, while we're at it, we're going to be smart this time. Because last time it wasn't. I'm going to bring up Twitter here. Because I want to be Twitter pitted. Don't you? Yes I do. And this way, if anybody's listening and answers the questions, like Nick, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I wasn't looking at Twitter last time when you were tweeting back. But I'm curious, guys and girls, what is your favorite strain to smoke? It doesn't have to be concentrate. It can be flower. It can be hash. Whatever you got going on. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their preference. I used to just be the flower guy. I still just love flower, honestly. Never thought I would do dabs until BudZone sent me a gram to try. And I'm surprised I really got into it because I had to use it off of my Atmos Bullet Plus Pro 2, which had a concentrated chamber on it, which didn't work the greatest. And I ended up killing that chamber, which was comical. But you know what? It still worked pretty good. It got me pretty high. And I couldn't enjoy the flavor as much, honestly. But when I first tried it, I tried it in another concentrated chamber, and that was brutal. Brutal! The heat on that just did not taste good. But I still kept on it, kept trying it, and then all of a sudden I put in an order, ordered some more, and every order since is just more and more leaning towards the concentrates instead of the bud, the flowers. But you know what? I am still a flower guy. I still enjoy flower. It's still good. Has its moments. So you know what you got to do. Gotta change it up a bit every now and then. Now, I am fairly confident in saying that I'll probably never smoke a blunt or a backwood. Occasionally I smoke cigarettes, but I don't think I'd want to mix the two, honestly. I really don't think that would be wise. So I'll probably never do that one. Mind you, if I'm ever around a group and somebody's got one already done up and it gets passed over, it's not going to be like, oh no, I'm good, thank you. Life doesn't work that way. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're in the circle, if you're into it, into the scene, into the circle, and somebody passes some Mary Jane your way, you take a rip. You take a rip, or you get the fuck out of the circle. Or you make it very clear when you get in there that you're not smoking. Which means if somebody goes to pass, you immediately pass it to the next person. Don't hold it up. Keep the line moving. It's just stoner etiquette, right? Of course, anybody who is a true friend, or you know what, not even. If somebody's just smoking for the fuck of smoking and they pass it to you and you're like, no, I'm good, and you pass it along, a true stoner will just be like, that's cool. Right? There's no peer pressure. You're not going to get somebody who's going to be like, hey man, come on, you got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it. Mind you, I do know somebody who's kind of like that. Bean, you've done that a few times, and I am just saying, but you have. I love you, buddy, but you gotta mean some days, man. You gotta mean. I'm joking. I think I've been more of an influence on Bean than he has on me, because the first time I tried cannabis, it was brownies in Vancouver when my daughter was really, really sick. And Bean, he was coming up, and I asked him, would you eat brownies with me? Would you be there when I did this? He's like, fuck yeah. So I got him into the brownies apparently. And then I ended up going from the brownies almost immediately after, within probably a week or so, maybe a couple weeks, to flour. And I ended up going that route. And now I'm not really a fan of the edibles. I'm really not. I haven't tried a huge amount. I've made my own multiple times. I thought they were pretty good. Bean said they tasted good, but potency, they weren't as strong as some of the others. Which is 100% fine. But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of edibles. Some people, I've known a couple people who they'll eat a brownie. Like I was making brownies for a few guys, and to them, what I was making was potent enough. And he'd eat a brownie, and then he'd go to work for his night shift, and he was a janitor. And basically was just, I think he cleaned a mall or something. And he just rode an auto scrubber, just scrubbing hallways and all that kind of stuff. Meaningless. Like, I can't imagine how boring that would be after a while. But you eat a brownie with a nice sativa in there. And he said he'd be good for his 8-hour shift. He'd be energetic. And he'd last. He goes, otherwise, halfway through your shift, he goes, you get really sore, you get tired, you start to wear down, and you just want to take a nap. And he goes, obviously, you don't want to take a nap when you're working because it's just going to end badly. But some people just need to do it. I can't. I was puffing a little bit at work. Then I found that it wasn't. After a while of not doing it, then I tried doing it again. It's just, I don't know. It doesn't work as well as I was hoping it would. So I'm still on the hunt, the search to find something to help me, to motivate me, to keep me going while on the job. Now, lately it hasn't been too bad, but it's just been so busy that I haven't had time to stop and just, oh my god, this is too hard. But there's just a lot going on, so maybe that's why I've just been trying to push forward, right? You keep the momentum going. That's not so bad. Have I even taken a rip yet off this? I don't think I have, guys. I haven't. I've just been fiddling with it. So what happens when I get talking? I talk more than I puff, and you know what? That's okay, because if I just puff this entire podcast, I would never say anything. In which case, you're just listening to somebody puff constantly. That'd be weird. But it doesn't mean you might not do it. Oh, so this is episode 99. I'm excited for episode 100. I'm going to try to make it something special, guys. We got the giveaway for a lucky listener. Maybe I'm going to talk to Bean and see if maybe he and I can get together on Thursday night, which is the 100th episode. And I will I'll do a little something from his place. Do an episode, obviously. Or something. I don't know. I'll think of something. I'll think of what I want to do. And it's going to be a good episode. It'll be a lot of fun. Hopefully get a couple people joining in the chat. And we'll see where it goes. But currently, you know what? Right now, it's episode 99. And I'm in a good mood. Obviously, that Himalayan Gold was like, hey, buddy, I'm just going to take a scratch and just scratch your back right here. I don't know why I went with that, but I'm just, I'm feeling good. Feeling great. Life is, life challenging. But it doesn't mean that it has to be too much of a challenge, right? As long as you want to keep going, keep pushing, keep fighting. And I do. It's been really nice, actually, to be more in a upbeat, positive state of mind the past couple of weeks than a depressed one. Because it's... Oh, man, does that ever wear you down? It really does. It really wears you down when it's just you have all that shit weighing on you, right? So I'm just happy that right now at least, I can smile. I can laugh. I can, just be me, be myself, be happy, and enjoy my life. Enjoy this moment. Because right now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm puffcasting my moments. And I hope you are too. In whatever way that looks like. It's funny, I clicked on Twitter here, and the first thing that pops up, I didn't even mean to click it. I don't know how I did it or what I did. But the Glunt. You guys ever heard of that? The glass blunt. That's kind of weird. A lot of people are saying it's the best thing they've ever smoked. You know what? That wouldn't be not bad. I wouldn't mind trying that. Because basically, you put it in, you wind it up, you pack it. It's kind of weird. But, maybe I'll check one out. Check one out. Okay, how do I close this? Close that, move it, run. Alright, we're good. We're back. We're moving. Yeah, Killer Kush. Hopefully, boobs. I am a boob man. I'm not gonna lie. I am a big boob man. I love boobs. I love boobs and booty. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. And whenever I see boobs, of course I'm gonna look. I'm also a guy who, it is what it is. You can't blame me for wanting to look at boobs. However, I am never going to look at you and just think that you're only a pair of tits. That's not my style. That's just being a dick. I think a lot of people, I think that society in general, honestly, has sexualized women so much that as men, we're almost told that women have to be sexy and that they're only an object. Which is not right. Obviously, talking about the boobs, jumping right over this, it might seem, okay, well, you're just contradicting yourself. Well, no. If I see a pair of boobs hanging out, of course I'm going to look. If I see a pair of boobs in a t-shirt and I notice, the curvature, I'm going to look. However, I'm not just at that moment, and it's only that moment. It's not what defines you. At that moment, I'm looking at your boobs. I'm looking at your butt. And you're welcome to look at mine. However, in that moment, it's just the moment. You're more than how you look, or what you wear, or what you do for a living. Right? That's my point. That's what I'm trying to get to. Maybe I'm a little bit high, maybe a little bit. So the message is getting a little distorted, but that's what it is. We should be able to look at each other and not have everything just so sexualized. If a woman wants to wear tank top and booty shorts, you know what? That's her choice. Does that give every man the right to stare at her and make lewd comments or just gawk? No. I'm a firm believer if you're going to look, it's like looking at the sun. You take a peek, but you don't stare. And you do it when nobody's noticing. Okay? If you're going to look at a woman, for one, in my opinion, it is a compliment to look at a woman when you do find them attractive. But when you sit there staring at them, now you're just sexualizing them completely. So don't do that. Take a look, get a visual memory, move on. It's something that, in that moment, brought you enjoyment, right? So, but it's just crazy. And also reading about all these celebrities coming forward, saying that like all these news stories and all this different stuff about different male celebrities being very nasty to different women. Like a lot of these male celebrities, I would not have thought of done that. So hopefully these aren't false accusations, because that could really hurt somebody. Well, not so much their career. Well, it will, but just hurt them in general. So hopefully these allegations are, there's legitimate claim to them. But sadly, I wish there wasn't that legitimate claim, because why do people do this, right? I don't know. I'm still wondering why I haven't taken this dab yet. So I'm going to take it now. I'm going to take a fat one. I said it was puff time, but I never puffed. I'm sorry, guys. I got sidetracked. Let's do it. Puff time. That's a fail. Alright. I shot a booger out of my nose and it hit the microphone. It was a dry one though. Alright. Oh my god. Oh. Alright. Don't smoke like me. That was brutal. Oh. Maybe I should stop smoking. Maybe. I'm not sold on that idea though. However, my dab completely came off. And there's all this goodness in there. There's a lot of reclaim. So I'm going to pick that up. Pop open my silicone container. And dab it in. Boom. This guy's getting full. Which is good because eventually I might need it. Because I used everything I had. Sorry. Bumped the microphone there. I used everything I had for my reclaim when I was down on the coast for my sister's wedding. Because I didn't bring any flour. Because, I don't know. I decided, let's just use the concentrates. Pen, gosh, dang it. That is the thing I hate the most, is the cough. It was at least with flour. You cough a little bit, but then you move on real quick. Not so much with this. Oh. I know there's those, I don't know why I thought of this. It's just one of those ADHD things, I guess. There's those videos like try not to laugh. But there should be something like try not to cough. Right? Maybe. One day. I'll have to do an episode one time with a couple of good friends. And do a try not to cough. I'll have to try that. Definitely. Try not to cough. I know I will lose. Once I start smoking for a while and dabbing for a while, it doesn't bother me. But the first few dabs really just take their toll on my lungs. Oh. What is with everybody posting stupid selfies with, they have, little glasses or pig nose or pig ears or they're a kitten or they're a puppy or they're a giraffe. Like, oh my god. What is this fascination with looking like a fucking moron? I mean, I know what mine is, but what's yours? I'm joking. Whew. That was an angry burp. Oh. I'm glad you guys aren't here to smell that one, because that tastes like some acid reflux. It's just... I don't know. I'm just... it is what it is. Oh, my throat's not recovering at all, guys. Oh, it's just, it still feels like it's just on fire in there. And it hurts. It really does. That I don't think I was ready for that puff. Oh, and of course I couldn't hold it, so that's why I blew it all over the place. That's what she said. Just kidding. You know what? I think, even though my throat's thrashed, we're going to do one final puff time, and we're going to call it. Because my throat is not going to get much better, so I may as well just say, fuck it, take another dab with you guys. And then, I think I'm going to watch some Netflix, because, it's time to wind down. It's time to say goodnight. Holy fuck. I seriously wish I had a Slurpee. because that would be awesome on my throat right now. Because it feels like I have like strep throat. Oh, Jesus. It's never usually this bad. Ever. Actually. But we can't have Puffcast my moment. We can't be the Puffcast. I can't be the Nightly Toker. I can't do it unless I puff. Well, I can, but where's the fun in that? So, November 9th, 10 p.m. Pacific, I'm going to be live. We're definitely, me, Shmi. I'm going to be doing that giveaway of the Yokan Evolve Plus to a lucky listener. And it can be a listener who listens in, somebody who's listening live at that moment. Obviously, follow me on Twitter, The Puffcast. Email, thepuffcast@gmail.com. And again, Instagram, The Puffcast. Excuse me. Thursday night, 10 p.m. Pacific. I will be live for episode 100 and the lucky giveaway. If you're the lucky listener, I'll be tracking Instagram and Twitter for comments. I'll see you then. Hopefully you guys have a really good week. I'm going to try to. So, if I can, you can. If I can't, hopefully you still can. It's puff time, guys. I'm scared. As always, stay lifted and keep smiling. Peace. Let's hit this. See you on Thursday. Yeah, that's right. November 9th, 10 p.m. Free shit. Oh, yeah. There's another button to click. I'm sorry. Bye-bye.